Hello, I am Dr. Cinema. I analyze and diagnose movies and explain them to you. Now, there has been a lot of excitement built up for Avengers Infinity War. This has been something that's been building up since 2012 with the end credits of the Avengers movie. Hell, they've probably been building this up since 2008 secretly. I mean, Thanos comes against all of the characters we have seen so far in the movies: Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, Ant Man, Spider Man, Black Panther, Vision, Scarlet Witch, all of those people. But after what's going to be 10 years of a messed up timeline, contradictions between movies that's supposed to be connected, and pretty much the same thing over and over again, we have to ask ourselves something. After Infinity War, should the MCU just stop? Well, here's my thinking. When the first Iron Man movie came out, it was a great movie. It still is a great movie. I mean, most 2000 superhero films, they were a few of them were like grounded, realistic, relatable, but a lot of them just try to do like the same thing those successful movies are doing. But Iron Man movie can be grounded, comedically funny, a little bit goofy, but still enjoyable all at the same time. The movie that came out after that, Incredible Hulk, it was better than the 2003 movie, but not by that much. Captain America, the first Avenger, was average. I mean, you can't really get that excited for a guy that went from this and from skinny to like muscular superhero due to drugs. Iron Man 2 was just underwhelming and mainly just set up for characters we're going to see in the Avengers movie. And Thor was basically just a movie to introduce Thor and Loki and like one of the Infinity Stones. But the Avengers movie was actually great. I mean, it proved we could have like a large cast of main characters and still pull it off and be enjoyable and fun and an overall great movie. And I respect it for that. But after that movie, you have to admit, it sort of all became the same thing. I mean, Iron Man 3, like Tony redeeming himself, sort of like Avengers, and a little bit like Iron Man 2. Let's see, Captain America Winter Soldier, it proved to be a surprisingly good film. I'll give it that. Thor 2 was basically just some fun action until we got to the next Avengers movie. I mean, really, the only thing that movie did was introduce another Infinity Stone and tease for Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy, again, was a really fun movie. Surprisingly funny, surprisingly good, and a little emotional even. And then, of course, we had Avengers, Age of Ultron, and even though I did like that movie, it was basically a lot of the same for the first Avengers movie. And of course, we got Ant-Man, which is like any other like the solo superhero films, especially the origin story movies. So I really wasn't sure what to expect from that. After Ant-Man, we of course wait. Did we get Civil War right away? Hold on. I sometimes it's hard for me to keep track of all the MCU movies because that's another problem with the MCU. They really put quantity over quality. I mean, yeah, most of them weren't really bombs, financially speaking, even though some of them border on actually being bad, they weren't terrible, but a lot of them are pretty unforgettable. I mean, most of them are just like pretty much the same old storylines, same old kinds of characters, and you know nothing's really bad's gonna happen in solo movies because they're gonna need them for the big team up movies, and we know nothing's bad is gonna happen in those team up movies because we're all waiting for Infinity War. So it really takes off the emotional investment out of it when you have just so many movies and you know they're just going to be coming back in more of them. So yeah, like I said, the three Iron Man films, the two Thors, first two Captain Americas, the two Avengers movies, Ant Man. Okay, yeah, then it's Civil War after Ant Man. Now a lot of people like Civil War, but personally, I didn't really think it was that great. I liked Spider Man. I liked Black Panther. That was basically it. I mean, we kind of knew going in what was gonna happen. I mean, come on, who really didn't know what was gonna happen? Then after that, we got Doctor Strange, which, as Honest Traders puts, is Iron Man on shrooms. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was good, but again, it's expected. I mean, we knew there was going to be jokes. We knew there was going to be action. It was still a good movie, still one of the better sequels, but really wasn't anything that interesting. Now, I really like Spider-Man Homecoming, but again, the reason I really like that Spider-Man movie, though, is just nostalgia, really. I mean, they didn't really do anything different that we wouldn't have expected. And now, of course, after Spider-Man, we got Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, and the Avengers 4. Now, and of course, after Avengers 4, the only two movies they have planned right now is a Spider-Man Homecoming sequel and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, usually, here's why I think that the MCU should end after Avengers 4, Guardians 3, and maybe the Spider-Man sequel. Because it's a lot of the same. We know what's going to happen going in. So in Avengers 4, if they kill everyone, if they end the whole thing, that would actually be surprising, actually. A kind of beautiful and poetic way to go out. Come on, a lot of the things in each movie, you know, they're supposed to be connected. The timelines has been messed up already. Homecoming and Spider-Man, no, Homecoming and Guardians 2 kind of messed up the timeline a little bit. Like certain things that happened before this that no one really took notice of, and then this happened like this many years in the future, even though that doesn't really match up what's happening, but happened with like the other films. It's just the timeline no longer makes really that much sense. It's all the same. More, they just put out more films instead of better films. They do things for characters I really didn't think they really need movies for. I mean, do we really need an Ant-Man movie? Do we really need a Doctor Strange movie? I mean, they just trying to go for the money. And plus, if we ended, we could actually free up these actors and directors to do things that's a little bit more original, make way for original cinematic content. Because let's be honest, superhero movies have been dominating the box office and Hollywood. So if we, so if the MCU ends after Avengers 4, it'd be a poetic way to go, and it'll just free up Hollywood to actually be creative again. I mean, I know we're all saying that we're tired of the same old stuff of sequels and the same reboots, but we keep going to those things. That's why they're still making them. So if we if the MCU ends after Avengers 4, a lot more creativity will open. We'd be able to actually move on to a new era of Hollywood films. I mean, I'm not saying that stop making Marvel movies altogether. I'm just saying stop the MCU. They can still make movies, but it'd be like like it's been in the past where you like make one certain movie which by itself, maybe have like a character from another part, like another famous character in it, but not really build a universe. Like Spider-Man, Sam Raimi make a couple sequels because it was popular. They didn't want to really cinematic universe, so why can't we just go back to that? That worked pretty well. We can still bring other famous characters into it, but no more cinematic universe. I mean, it's the universe is just evolving into something that's just been expected, same, and we're all kind of tired of it. There really is superhero fatigue, even though the box office would like to beg to differ. And I think the MCU has run its course. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. Avengers 4 should just end the MCU altogether. Shut up, Quachi. I like superhero films. I just think the MCU has been played out. Defensive. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Comment them below. Like, subscribe. This is Dr. Cinema. See you next time.